I'm Logan Crawford, and right now on Spotlight, we're uncovering the natural, science-backed secrets to weight loss with a terrific doctor, a terrific author. Her name is Dr. Vanessa Victor-Linkenhoker, and she has written a transformative book. It is called 12 Pounds of Fudge, Weight Loss and Management as Nature Intended. This book offers a refreshing approach to weight management by debunking common myths and promoting holistic, sustainable strategies for a healthier lifestyle. We're delighted to have this very talented author join us here today on Spotlight. We thank the team at Atticus Publishing for helping us put her in the spotlight today, and we ask viewers like you to support authors like her by subscribing to our channel and by purchasing her amazing book. The links are below this interview. Doctor, great to see you here today on Spotlight. Welcome.
Thank you, Logan. Thanks for having me.
Our pleasure. 12 Pounds of Fudge. That's quite a title. Why did you call the book that?
Well, there's a chapter in the book that is named 12 Pounds of Fudge because of a story that came out of interaction with one of my patients and her mom, um, where she had been on my weight loss program and came in after Christmas for an evaluation, and she pointed to her mother and said she cooked 12 pounds of fudge over Christmas as she does all the time. And I said, well, you managed not to gain weight over Christmas, so what did you do with the 12 pounds of fudge? And she says, I tasted some, but I didn't eat like I used to in the past. I said, oh, great. This is exactly what I've been trying to, incorporate. Have some, taste it, enjoy it, but don't overeat.
Exactly, exactly. It's a lot of it's portion control. You can have a taste of the fudge, you just can't have a
Right.
pound of the fudge.
That's
You know,
right. So I
make it.
congratulated her and kind of chatted mom a little bit, but she had figured out what it was I was trying to, incorporate.
What's the essence of your theory or thesis on weight loss that you espouse in the book?
My theory is that weight loss can be done naturally,
Mhm.
holistically. It does not necessarily involve a lot of expenditure in terms of, medications and injections and counting calories and, a lot of work. You can do this naturally by creating a caloric deficit with a balanced diet. And there's no need for a lot of the fad type, diets and the all the other things that go with the myths of, weight loss and management. It can be done very naturally because all fad diets and diet programs aim to create a deficit of calories, whether it's by eliminating a set of foods, a group of foods here, eating only a keto diet or low carb diet or whichever way you do it, we're eliminating calories for one thing. And the bad thing about those is that you're also causing problems in terms of nutrition and deficits of iron. So you have anemia, magnesium, calcium. You have other things that are you're depriving your body of by doing dieting that way. You can have a balanced diet and still have a caloric deficit. So again,
Right.
like 12 pounds of fudge, you eat some fudge. You don't eat it.
Exactly. Just have a taste of it, have one cookie, don't have the box, have a
Correct.
small slice of cake every now and then. You
Right.
do have to live, do have to reward yourself, but you don't have to reward yourself after every meal.
It's
I think that's a big, so a lot of it's being sensible, right?
correct.
Yeah.
Logan.
And the keto diets are tough because after a while you do crave carbs. I think you do need some carbs. And the other thing is whole grains are great for you, right?
Right. And the thing is that you create a keto diet or low carb diet or whatever, you cannot sustain that for life. You're not going to eat like that all the time. And so people come off of those diets and they go right back to, the weight that they were on. And you have this yo-yo effect, roller coaster. We binge, we lose, we gain. Whereas if you have a change in the mindset and a change in your approach to food, you should be able to sustain your weight over time without having to go up and down, going on special diets. Um, Focus on eating a balanced diet without having to count calories. My book says you can easily cut out your calories by eating fewer, lesser portions. So I use this example with my patients all the time. If it's pizza night and you normally eat 6 slices of pizza, eat 3 or 4 slices of pizza. Guess what? You've cut out calories without counting anything. No math involved, no work, involved in
Exactly,
cutting out your
exactly.
calories.
Yeah, portion control is huge. Um, Eliminating sweets, processed foods, um, also important, would you say?
That is important in terms of, having a healthy diet. But I also tell people, I don't even stress that you know, this is life. You like sweets, have a little bit here and there, but you
Yeah,
can't have them every day. You can,
right,
you can have dessert every night. But
right,
hey, I say eat some cheesecake. You like cheesecake? Have some. You
right.
like have some. But you need to do it in everything in moderation. And one of the things I point out is anything in moderation will not hurt you, but anything you do in excess is going to hurt you at some level.
Exactly, exactly. You mentioned the book is short and savory. Why did you choose to make it concise? I think it's very, accessible to the reader this way. I guess that's the reason.
I want anybody to be able to read this book and incorporate the information that's presented in there.
Yep.
So I wanted for like 10-year-old to 100-year-old. Anybody should be able to pick up
Exactly.
that book who it's written so that it's like a conversation with, like you're in my office and then we're
Yeah.
talking. And I want it to be, just a step-by-step roadmap that's easy. It's not a couple hundred pages. Again, I'm trying to eliminate work.
Right.
It
Exactly.
shouldn't be a lot of work to eat or to manage your weight.
Yeah. We do see so many Americans who are either obese or overweight. What do you think's behind it? Why, we look back at, videos from or film from, 50 years ago, all the guys were like skinny and fit and the women, now everybody's like this. Is it the food's different? Is it the fact that we have so much abundance in this country that
That's
we
the
can
main
eat?
thing, abundance.
Yeah.
Food is relatively cheap and plentiful in the United States compared to the rest of the world.
Yeah.
And we do not move very
Right.
much. So again, it's a matter of your intake versus your output. We drive everywhere, and I think I use an example in my book. I've done it. You go to a shopping center, you park in front of one store, you get back in your car, and you drive across the shopping
I
center,
know.
park, and go back into the next store. We don't move, okay?
Right.
But so if you're not burning calories, we're just eating a lot more than we need for the level of exercise and that we do. And then again, portion sizes and habits. What happens when I look at people is the snacking. People are snacking all day, have an extra cup of coffee here and one there. You got a snack here. And all those things all add up. Extra calories that you probably do not need that you're not using up. So that's one of the main things. It's the snacking, the availability of food, and the relative inexpensive food that we have in the United States. And portion sizes have grown. If you look back at the history of fast food, and I won't mention the company, but um, the kitty cheeseburger, used to be the adult cheeseburger 60
Right.
years ago. And there was a meal with that little burger, a little fry, and a little drink that you can still get, okay, if you ask for the right thing. But
Exactly.
today you try to give that meal to a 10-year-old and they'll look at you crossways and like, that's my food, where's the rest?
Exactly. Well, you
But
go
that,
into restaurants and they feature a half pound of our Angus beef. I'm like, a
correct.
half pound? That's an incredibly huge portion. I mean, we were growing up, we were a family of six, mother, father, four kids. We literally buy 1 pound of ground meat, and my mother would make six hamburgers out of it.
Correct.
You
But that's
know,
one person's meal today.
and nowadays, that, like you said, it's one person's meal. And
And
so,
unless you're an Olympic swimmer or Olympic athlete, you don't need to eat that much in one meal.
exactly,
That's what people need to realize that we there's too much caloric excess, and
right.
you start cutting that back gradually. You cannot cut back, say, from eating a pound to eating a half a pound. You'll miss it. But if you cut back gradually, like I explain in my book, you change your satiety center and adjust it so that you get full on less. So
Yeah.
whereas you needed 6 to 7, 8 slices of pizza to feel full, after you've done my program, you could
Yeah.
probably eat 2 and 3 and feel as full and wonder. And I had patients tell me I used to eat a whole pizza, and now I get full on just so much less because you have trained your brain to require that much to be full, and you can retrain it naturally to
Exactly. Retrain your brain, you'll retrain your stomach, and you'll redo your appearance, which, and do a great favor for yourself when it comes to a myriad of diseases, from heart disease and cancer and diabetes and all of these modern day afflictions that are plaguing Americans because there's just too much darn food in front of them.
correct.
Just say no. That is the motto. We said no to drugs. Say no to too much food. The name of
Right.
the book is, go ahead, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I don't even tell harp too much on eliminating foods, except for probably too much soda and you know, um a couple of snacks. Try Eat happy.
Right.
Eat what you like. Just eat a lot less than you're eating right now.
Yeah,
And
absolutely. And it's so easy to replace soda with sparkling water. I
Mhm,
mean, I haven't had a soda in years. I can't even think of drinking a soda
mhm,
because there's so much sugar in it. You know, I don't know
correct.
how I'd feel with that caffeine and sugar to have, I won't say, a cola right now. I'd be like bouncing off the walls,
Mhm,
But you're right. You can have it every now and then. And I'll have some eggnog at Christmas time,
right.
but I'm not having eggnog every morning. That's for sure. Like the book is great. I mean, small, sensible steps, resetting your brain, resetting your stomach. It's wonderful advice. It's called 12 Pounds of Fudge. Weight Loss and Management as Nature Intended. It is a book that offers a refreshing approach to weight management by debunking common myths and promoting sustainable, holistic strategies for a healthier lifestyle. Doctor, thank you so much for joining me here today on Spotlight.
Thank you, Logan. Appreciate the opportunity.
I appreciate your time, your insight, your wisdom to the folks at home. I'm Logan Crawford, thanking you for your time this time. Until next time on Spotlight.